since the Second World War, almost 80 years. There's so much of progress in material science. But has it solved the problems of the world? Divorce rate has doubled. The teen suicide rate has tripled. The depression rate has quadrupled. And this mantra is just pointing out that merely cultivating material science, you will attain darkness. But those who concern themselves only with spiritual science alone are plunged into even greater darkness. So if you are thinking you will only do Radhe Radhe, you better pay attention to this one. Andham tamah pravishanti ye vidyamupasate tato bhuya ivate tamo yau vidyaya gwamrata. So there's a debate between materialists and spiritualists. Materialists say that spirituality is a waste of time. All you need to do is economic enhancement, fulfillment of desires, and that is it. And spiritualists say that will not serve the purpose because you are not the body, you are the soul. So you just give up everything and do Radhe Radhe. So this verse is saying that the first category of people will attain darkness, they will go to hell. The second category of people will go to a deeper hell. So if you are thinking you will only do Radhe Radhe, you better pay attention to this one. This debate between spiritualists and materialists has always existed as long as humankind has existed. So in the Vedic culture, we hear of Charvak's philosophy. Charvak's philosophy is Yavat Jivet Sukham Jivet. As long as you live, be happy. Rinam Kritva Ghritam Pivet. If you get happiness from ghee, then beg, borrow, steal, get ghee. Because you are only the body. And at the time of death, the body will be burnt. You will be finished. Bhasmi bhutasya dehasya punaragamanam kuta. You're never going to come back. So as long as you live, eat, drink and be merry. Charvak's philosophy in modern days is known by the acronym of YOLO. Y-O-L-O. You only live once. So you only live once, do what you like. Get happiness from gadgets. Humankind today is busy squeezing happiness, finding newer and newer ways of squeezing happiness. Now, alcohol is not enough. Graduate to narcotics. They are not enough. Smack doesn't suffice. Move to cocaine. That doesn't suffice. Then graduate to LSD. A recent craze, unbelievable. In India, the land of spirituality, the materialists, just getting intoxicated is not enough. It had become a fashion to get intoxicated on snake venom. So the snake charmer would bring the snake with a little hole, and you allow the snake to give you a little bite on your tongue. And what is the advantage? You ask them. They say, you remain high for a longer period of time. This is squeezing happiness out of the material energy. So, Charvak's philosophy is this, Yavat Jivet Sukham Dive. Of course, it has been enhanced and distorted in modern times. But if you tell Charvak that, look, the body is made of matter and the matter does not have consciousness. How come consciousness came in the body? From dead matter, how come the body got conscious? So Charvak had a second sutra. The import of it was that it's just like the henna, the mehndi. By itself it is green. But when you rub it like this and when you apply it and let it dry, then it gets that mehndi color. So likewise, this matter doesn't have consciousness by itself. But when it all comes together in the bag of the body, it develops the ability to have consciousness. Now think about it. This is exactly what modern science is telling us. You ask them that where does consciousness get created? They say from matter. All of science doesn't have any mention of the existence of the soul. And without the soul, there is no rational explanation for consciousness. Does AI know what it is doing? Swamiji, AI doesn't know what it's doing. AI is just a bunch of templates and algorithms. It is like there's somebody sitting there in the other room who has no idea of what is Chinese. But you write a message in Chinese and send it. And they know that if this message comes, this is how we are supposed to respond. And when they give you back a message in Chinese, you say, my God, this guy is a genius in Chinese. Whereas he doesn't even know what he is doing. He's just taken a bunch of algorithms. That is how AI is. See, knowing comes from consciousness, life. Life comes from the soul. You can create as many algorithms, but you can never create life. Now, when we have rejected the basis of life, that is the Atman, then science is so reductionist. There is no reason for good values. There is no reason for good things. Then whatever fulfills you, you do it. And that is the materialistic perspective. So if the materialistic perspective was without defects, it should have solved the problems of the world. What problems should have been solved? Since the Second World War, how many years have gone by? Almost 80 years? 79 years? In 79 years, there's so much of progress in material science. But has it solved the problems of the world? Divorce rate has doubled. The teen suicide rate has tripled. The depression rate has quadrupled. So materialism is not actually solving the problems. And this mantra is just pointing out that merely cultivating material science, you will attain darkness. But if you limit yourself only to spiritual science and you don't take care of your body, it's right, you are the soul, but the soul is presently embodied. So embodied soul has to take care of the body as well. Those people who say the world is mithya, you stop their food and drink and see what happens. Gyani ji, dekh lenge. No, it is not that mithya. The Brahma Sutra says, Pashvadibhishcha visheshat. Even a Paramahansa feels hunger. The dharma of the body must be maintained. Shree Krishna says, Natyashnatastu yogosti na chaikanta manashnatah na chati swapna shilasya jagrato naiva cha Arjuna. Arjun, if you give up eating or eat too much, if you give up sleeping or sleep too much, if you work too hard or too little, you cannot achieve success in yoga. Yuktahara viharasya yukta cheshtasya karmasu. If you don't take care of your body, then what's going to happen? Then you will be desirous of remembering God. But the mind will say, Hare Ram Ram Ram, my Gutana is spinning. Oh, ho, 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 I am getting this migraine attack. So our Shastras are saying, maintain the body as well. For your spiritual purpose, Sharira Madhyam, Khalu Dharma Sadhanam. To practice Dharma, your body is the vehicle. And for maintaining it, you will need to understand material science. If you are a Grihastha, you have to learn how to earn money. Otherwise, how will the bread come on the table? You have to learn the Vidyas of the world to a limited extent, as much as needed for the body, not unlimited. And spirituality, increase it unlimitedly. Prem mein Purnima nahi. But you need that ability to understand how much of this and how much of that. That is why we have created the Golden Rules book, which has given you wisdom on 5 areas of your life through the spiritual lens. So use that wisdom to enrich and nourish all areas of your life.